Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mission Men podcast, brought to you by Mission Media Group. The Mission Men podcast, the podcast about literally nothing at all and everything. And with John involved, about everything, anything in between.
Thank you.
There we go. You're welcome. So what's up, everybody? I'm holding a phone here. We're actually live on Instagram right now. We put it out to you guys saying, hey, join us, come hang out. We're going to do comments, questions, anything that you may have for the Mission Men. We'll also be doing a segment where literally you tell John to do anything and he will do
That's not true.
That thing.
No, not true.
And also, too,
I don't consent to that.
Okay, fair enough. But he will. So it'll be a great show. We're really excited about it.
All right.
Yeah, and right now we've got somebody here, which is great. Really excited that you're here. Thank you.
I think it's you, right?
No, there's someone.
Oh, there's somebody else there.
There's
I
actually.
invited you. You can see if you want, or you can join the live and always watch it on your phone.
I'm going to join the live.
Join the live.
Paul's joining the live, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, here we go.
I know how to spell the word live.
Excellent. So there's also, this is riveting content right now, by the way. And anyways.
RIVOT.
Nope. You're wrong. Nope, that's actually an E, I think. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening to the Mission podcast. We just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for taking, I know I messed up that word, John. Don't laugh at me.
Jail.
But we just wanted to take a second and say thank you. We appreciate all the love and support. If you guys ever have prayer requests or comments or suggestions for show ideas, or if you feel so inclined for whatever possible reason to give us 5 stars, we'd really, really appreciate that on rating on Spotify, Apple Store, all the things. So
yeah, and if you really feel really, really, really inclined, we also would take $5, $3,
Really?
$30. I'm just kidding. We don't need money. Well, that's not entirely true. I need money.
Okay. Let's keep this rolling.
I just wanted to leave John on an island, and I was actually waiting for the.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You leave me on an island, I'll come back 10 coconuts richer. I guarantee you
with
that.
Brandon Lake, which is a call out to a previous episode.
Oh yeah,
the couples game show. Great episode. I really had fun with that. Okay, guys. So today we got a little couple fun things we want to talk about today. John just recently learned about airlines. So we're
nice. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
We're gonna tell you more.
We're gonna tell you all about it, and then after that, guys, stay tuned because John, John. A lot of the times, John, I'm going through puberty.
Nice, dude. Yeah. I remember when that
I almost
happened to
spit
me.
out my coffee.
Yeah, I know. Right on the black magic.
My gosh.
I'm a late bloomer.
Nice.
Yeah, so we, the whole thing with John, a lot of the times he says the comment, sorry, I was homeschooled. Right. So, we kind of wanted to dive in a little bit. That's the, as John pointed out earlier, that's kind of the brand. And let's dive into that a little bit. So
sure.
I'm really
Michael Phelps.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he's a swimmer. That's really good. Good connection.
I was the fastest.
At what?
Anything.
Okay, there we go. That works too.
Yeah, but so we're gonna dive into that, which will be a lot of fun. So, but before we get into that, John, there's a situation. So obviously, everybody here listening and watching, we are part of a awesome company called the Mission Media Group.
Whoop whoop!
And so,
best pizza company in town.
We serve excellent pizza, and so with that,
no, we do media.
Yeah, it's true. Hence media. And so with that, we had a big event coming up, Paul. We did. We had a really big event coming up. And so we were super excited about when we got the news.
Yep.
And then what was one of the first things that we heard, Paul, from John? What did he say as soon as we heard the date?
I'm not going to be there.
I'm not going to be there. Right. So and because he had already planned, fair enough.
Yes.
He had a plan, vacation plan with his family and everything like that.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
So from that, we're like, okay, well, John, why don't you, maybe there's some possibility of flights.
We said that day one.
Day one.
Yes.
Right.
Are you sure?
Day one.
Day one.
Day one.
Are you sure?
Positive.
And then so time went, and I
Several
don't think
weeks.
Yes, several weeks.
And it came up several times.
And then finally we're like, okay, well, John,
See, I don't remember that.
you don't?
Okay.
Well, you don't remember a whole lot?
Chill.
Exactly. He said it. I didn't have to say it.
Okay, so apparently I missed some information. They told me to get a flight. Whatever. Not important.
I don't know.
Moving on.
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Yeah,
But.
it doesn't matter. Who cares? That's irrelevant. Let's get to the story.
So we're all sitting at a table. We're at the event. We're like, okay, we really, really need you here, John. And obviously we want to be super respectful of previous
Everything.
plans,
Yes.
Sure.
But is there any possible way that we can get you to this event? And by the way, there's some people joining here. Hello. If we're doing live Fisherman podcast right now. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them. And John's going to do anything that you say. So please feel free. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be great. It's
So
going to be great.
anyways,
No.
We have 4 now.
so anyways, we're like, all right, John, pull out your phone. Please check flights. And John looked up flights. And he's like, man, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm just not seeing any times, right? I mean, you saw on your phone.
No times,
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, no. He looked up Southwest.
Correct. Yes. He looked up Southwest and he didn't see anything, right?
Yes.
Okay, so did not see any flights according to him.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Correct.
So time goes by. We're like, man, okay, workarounds. We're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way that we can do this without John? Finally, it just comes to a point where we're like, John, we really, really, really need you there. Is there any possible way? I mean, like, and he's going to be like 8 hours away. So like, even like, man, I know it's a crazy drive and I know that'd be for just one day, but can you do it? Whatever. And then so, I think, how did this come up, Paul? We were on a Zoom call.
We were on a Zoom call.
We're on a Zoom call. And then finally, was it you or me? Somebody said, well, John, did you really check really good all the airlines?
That was me.
That was you.
I said, you realize you can fly
Right.
different airlines. It's
Right.
just Southwest is not the only airline.
So,
Well,
and then, but that's the thing. That's the thing. So it turned out that when John initially looked up the airlines, he only looked up Southwest.
That's the only airline in his mind.
That is the only
that's the
airline.
only airline that exists.
That is not true. And so we're like, well, John, you realize
not true.
There's Delta, there's
There's
American,
American.
there's
Spirit, but don't fly Spirit.
well, yeah, sponsor. No, just kidding.
Sponsor?
No, I wish we had a sponsor. That'd be cool.
Today's sponsor is Mr. Beast
John-
Chocolate Feastables.
John, have you watched our show? Would
No sponsor?
Would anybody sponsor this show?
Can any of you guys sponsor?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Justin? Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Justin.
Thanks, Justin.
But anyway, so like, John, you realize that there's other airlines, right?
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, you didn't.
I know you. Yeah, okay.
Okay. And then so
Fair enough, brother.
and then so we looked up and we're like, John, there's so many options. And then I was, thank you, John, for your loving foot on my foot. I really appreciate you doing that.
Sorry, when you said the flight Spirit,
What did it do, John?
Nothing.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. So John just recently discovered that there are other airlines. Now, let me ask you, did you really not know that there was any other airline besides Southwest? Bro, please tell me.
We have to know.
Please tell me that you did not think Southwest was the only airline.
So, I mean, I think
What?
I didn't do enough research. I should have done more research. I only looked at Southwest, and just in my mind, I was like, well, that's not happening. No flights available. Sorry, guys, can't go.
And that was the end of it for you, right?
That was the end of it. And then when you guys told me, like, there's other flights that go out of there, I was like, no, I already looked. And you're like, what'd you check? Just Southwest.
And we're like,
was
I said Southwest is not the hub.
And you're like,
that
you
city.
realize there's more flights in Southwest. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's a given. So we looked, and surely enough, we found flights.
We found flights.
We
Yep.
made it happen.
So
Or we will make it happen.
Happy ending to the story. We figured out,
Yes.
and also you grew smarter, and you figured. Some
Yeah, I grew
things out.
smarter. I grew in height.
Wiser.
I grew wiser. Yeah. Let's continue.
Okay.
So Justin just asked us.
Yeah,
Justin.
Justin. So, hey, what's up, Justin? So, Justin said, what is the key to passing time on a flight or long drive? Good question. Paul, what do you think? What's your...
I don't do anything past 4 hours. So
He
you
doesn't
can't
leave
count
his
me.
studio,
I have to fly. If it's more than 4 hours, I'm not doing
you're
it.
You
not
should
going-
ask him what he has to
Not-
do while he's waiting to join
not
the
doing
Zoom
it.
call.
Wait.
More so.
So
Sorry.
you don't, like, you will not go international?
International would be different because there's no other way to get there.
Okay. Gotcha.
But no, I will not. I will not drive in a car for more than 4 hours. I'll fly for 12 hours,
Okay. So it's just driving.
but do not put me in a car for 4 hours.
Okay.
Over 4 hours.
Fair enough.
Atlanta's like my. That's
Oh, that's
my-
like a nightmare.
That's it. No, that's my distance.
Oh, that's as far as you'll drive.
Yes,
Got
and then
it.
after that, I've caught flights to Atlanta before. Mm-hmm. Of course, it took me just as long when I checked my bags and went TSA, and I could have driven there in the same time that I waited in the airport.
But who wants to do that?
But who wants to do that?
So do you hate driving in general, or is it just like for long trips?
I hate driving. Period. I don't like to drive. I don't like to be the passenger. I don't like to be the driver. Past 4 hours, I'm done.
So if you have to drive the 4 hours, what would you do? Like podcast or something? Definitely not this one, but
If I have to drive,
don't
I'll
be
turn
ridiculous.
on Netflix or Hulu, and I'm listening to a TV show.
That is
Okay.
not safe.
I'll listen to the TV show,
Paul.
not watch the TV show.
Paul.
I will listen.
I'm just messing with you.
I will listen to the TV
Dad
show.
does the same thing. He watches Ohio State football or basketball while he drives.
what do you do to pass the time on a flight or long drive?
A flight, I'll fall asleep, and drive, I'll fall asleep.
How if you're the driver, what do you do?
Fall asleep.
Okay, you're getting ready to drive.
Not good on my
You're getting ready to
insurance.
drive 8 hours.
Yeah.
So what are you going
Okay.
to do to pass the time away?
Okay, first we're going to the gas station. We're popping the most high caffeine grade energy drink I can find. Pop that jaunt. Then we get in the car.
Wait, pop what?
What?
Pop that jaunt.
What's that?
Oh,
What's that?
y'all
what does
don't
it
know
mean?
my lingo. Okay, hold on. Let me teach you.
Wait. Is that actually a thing, or did you just
made
come
it
up
up.
with that?
No. If Cam was here, John, it's a pop that John.
Whoa.
No,
With the
John.
accent, too.
I don't believe it.
So it's John. Okay, I might be wrong. John is short for joint, not
What?
marijuana joint, but joint like an object. Like that's that joint. Like I pulled up to the joint, but instead of saying joint, you're like I put it at the John.
Hey, Justin is confirming
Never
live.
do that again.
Hey, Justin is confirming live that is a real term. So
Oh, thank you, Justin. See?
Oh, Justin, we have a faithful listener here.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. No,
Justin.
so that John. So I
right, Justin.
find the highest caffeine John, and I pull that in the car, chug that real quick, and then probably at that. So am I by myself or with someone?
Pretend
else?
like you're by yourself.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure,
I'm by
myself,
myself.
yeah.
Ooh, this is even harder. So I really need to find the most caffeine. Maybe get 2 of them,
Mm.
and then I'll throw on some hard style music.
Like
So-
like what?
Like what?
You want me to pull it? Oh,
Oh no! Don't pull it up.
Don't
Just-
pull it up.
Just
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 what
beat-
would you- what
would it
beatbox
be?
it.
hard
Beatbox
hard
it.
style's like.
Like that
Okay.
kind of like. Or are you
You're
going like 4 in the 4 like?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, okay.
super fast, like bass heavy. It's what I listen to work out.
Okay.
So I do that to stay up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then I'll kind of move on to a chiller song, chiller music, maybe some rap, Christian rap. Pull that John up, listen to that for a little while. And then I'll kind of be tired of that music. And then I'll move on to some worship music.
So that'll last you 8 hours. You'll do that for 8 hours.
No, that's like an hour or 2.
What about the other 7?
The other 7, I get really tired. Not gonna lie.
And how do you stay awake?
How do you stay awake?
That's why I have to be driving with someone if I'm going that far. Now I've driven one time with Miles. I drove 7.5 hours straight without getting tired.
Okay.
I was very proud of myself. But something about me that day was just like menace mode. Like I was like straight locked to the road, gliding down the highway, locked in, precision movements, precision lane switching. I was dialed. So that's when I did drugs. That's when I did drugs.
That's when you did drugs.
But anyways, Hopefully that answers your
That
question.
helped pass the time really well.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
What would you do?
Well, drugs.
Okay.
Because I don't remember any of it.
Okay. He's just kidding.
I'm
We're
totally
all
joking.
kidding, folks.
Totally
We're all
joking.
kidding.
For me, I'm like such a nerd.
Faith, what's up, Faith?
So,
Is Faith there? Hey, Faith.
What up, Faith? So for me, I'm such a nerd. I'll put on like stock market like analysis stuff and trading.
Really?
Oh yeah, just
Bro.
like complete
No.
nerd stuff.
How does that
Oh,
keep
yeah.
you awake?
Because it's so boring. I have to pay attention to like focus on it. You know, so I'm like, I'm
no.
actually interested in that stuff. So
no.
No, I
yeah.
can't do that.
No, but but I'll listen to music, of course. Don't get me wrong. I'll
That's
listen
the
to
reason
music.
why I listen to TV shows, because, TV shows, if you find something episodic, they're an hour, and
Yeah.
you think, I have to watch 8 episodes to get there 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's how I do it in my head.
But also
That's
listen
not
to
bad.
like either like mixing podcasts or like
Oh, there you go. Podcasts always
some
help.
some kind
Audiobooks.
of podcast audio.
Oh, that works. That
right,
works.
Yeah, maybe like 8 hours of a goat crying to bed on repeat.
Yes, all day.
If you
All day, every day.
actually, though, if I am in the car and I'm in the passenger seat and you
Yeah.
put on white noise, that is some of the best sleep I can get. Like,
Do you sleep
in-
with noise?
Yeah, I sleep with white noise every night.
We sleep with
10 hours or white
oscillating fan noise.
oh,
Noise.
do
Oh,
you?
yeah, yeah.
Every night, oscillating fan.
Yeah, I do the ocean. I'm an ocean
Really?
guy.
So
oh, yeah.
we all sleep with noise?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. We
Oh,
never
yeah.
talked about that.
We can
Well-
all sleep perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, man, that was a
Kumbaya.
stretch.
There you
But
go.
Kombucha.
for anybody joining us live, feel free to ask questions or give comments. We're actually taping right now, believe it or not, and we're actually having a good time. So let's
We
see.
have cameras up here.
Yes.
Cameras are there. If you can take the there you go. Kind of quick. and
Hey,
it was-
William's calling in. Should we answer? Megan's on.
they're watching. Oh, so they can join this?
No, he's just calling my phone.
Oh, okay.
for what?
I don't know. Megan, is William watching? Does he want to?
Want to chime in?
Yes. Is his phone call intentional?
It's just phone call digital. All right. So, anyways, back on. Here we go. That's my nice little transition back to.
Amanda Pieter Cola.
So, all right, guys. So that's kind of what we would do, I guess, if we were there to pass time. Good question, Justin. Obviously, we
Justin
went.
said something else too.
Best food combo that sounds gross but is good. And how did you first try this? Interesting question.
Why are you so good at podcast questions?
Wow, that is
That's
really
a great
good.
podcast question.
Oh,
She said
that's
he's
right.
Oh, he's calling you back. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Megan,
All right. So
yeah.
best food combo.
Never mind.
All right, best food combo. All right, John, focus. John,
Focus.
John,
Sorry,
hey,
I'm sorry.
hey,
Chill.
hey. No, you chill.
Okay, I'll chill. William,
right.
I'll call you back. I love you so much.
Best food combo that sounds gross but is good. And how did you first try this? That's a really good question.
Best food combo. That what?
Best food combo that sounds gross but that's good. Like for me, I think it would be eggs and ketchup.
Jimmy.
Really?
Yeah, you never tried eggs
No,
and
I
ketchup?
did. Yeah. I did
Yeah.
ketchup.
Like-
I'm trying to think of what that would be for me. I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
For me.
What Justin, what's your answer? I'm just curious. John, what's your answer? Best food combo.
Best food combo
that sounds gross.
Sounds gross,
Yeah.
but is good. One time I I'm about to joke. I'm about to be stupid.
Yeah,
all
I
right,
know.
all right, okay, let me think.
I knew it.
Honestly, best food combo.
Honestly.
Yes.
Honestly, Chick-fil-A sauce and steak and rice.
Really?
Yeah. I
Chick-fil-A
don't know if
sauce
that sounds
in your steak and rice?
Yeah,
well,
I
that's
don't know
not
if
really
that
that
sounds
bad.
gross.
And-
It just it's really good.
Well, how did you discover that? How did you
I had
just-
leftover Chick-fil-A sauce. What?
You're like, why not, right?
Why not?
I just threw
Throw
that
it
jaw
on.
in there and I was like, whip that up, ratatouille, boom.
Ratatouille. You ratatouille that mug, didn't you? You John that John, didn't you?
Dwayne, what's up?
What
So
is, Bacon is saying something. I guess he's saying he's calling you back, bro.
Oh, that was from earlier.
I called William
Yeah, it was from
earlier.
earlier.
and-
I got you.
and
Yeah.
Thanks,
then-
Megan.
Yeah,
Thanks, Megan.
Yeah, this is
Love
a
you, Megan. Love you,
fun live portion.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's a good question.
There
All
we go.
right. Well, we should probably dive into the meat
do this.
here. of
the meat and
episode.
potatoes.
What is
Meat
the
and
meat and
potato.
potatoes?
Homeschool.
I don't. Who is it?
Homeschool. Oh, because I don't know any of these categories or topics we're going to be talking about. Brandon makes
Yeah.
these all before we hop on the show. Me and Paul. Don't
Most
know
of the
what we're
time,
gonna
it's
talk
pretty impromptu, and we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, 'cause
Exactly.
I've had so many people ask, like,
They've asked me
all right,
too, like, have you planned your show?
Have you planned? How do you plan the shows? And like,
It's
pretty
not.
much just like a general topic. I mean, you could definitely tell by this episode, but
It is a shot in the dark.
Yeah, right. And I think that's when John shines his best. I think you do too.
In the
where
dark.
it's just like, okay, hey, you know what? Here's what we're talking about today, and just go. It's just authentic. What?
Paul's just funny. I love Paul. Who doesn't love Paul?
Well,
I love you too, John.
I love
Thank
him
you.
too. Yeah,
Love you too,
I love you, Brandon.
It's a love fest going
Oh,
on.
here we go.
here we
All
go.
right,
Each
so
go around the table and say one thing. No, I'm just playing.
no, I'm good.
No, we're good.
This isn't Thanksgiving. So,
I wish I'm hungry as poop.
so Paul, you
Megan
went
says,
to-
love you guys. Love you too,
We
Megan.
love you too, Megan. Okay, so Paul, you grew up in public school, right?
Public school, yes.
Public school. Okay. And I grew up in Christian school except for like 1 year. And John, you were homeschooled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like all your years.
All my years.
All
All
years
my
old.
life I was homeschooled.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
So, so I'm sorry. I was just expecting the button. John, what?
Can't expect that every
Okay.
time.
So you started at a very young age. What was your general experience like being homeschooled? Like, what did a normal day look like to you?
A normal day.
Yeah, take us from the morning to when you woke up and how the day went.
Okay. So before high school, I remember it being pretty. I tried to block out most of it in my mind, but I remember most of it before high school. I think we were up and starting school by 9 or 10 a.m. every day. Mom would thank you, Mom. Really, if you're watching this, thank you.
Oh my
for
gosh.
putting up with me.
How did she not give up?
Dude, I drove her crazy. So I would make her walk out sometimes and make her just leave, and she'd be so frustrated with me sometimes. So I was really into basketball big time whenever I was homeschooled, like throughout kid to like before high school, whatever that's called. Almost like there'd be like a middle school kind of name. I'm just playing.
called
I
middle
know
school.
that's what was it? Anyways, so around that time, I was really into basketball, and what I would do to pass time is Mom would ask me questions during our classes and stuff. I would have a ball in the hand, and I would just dribble and throw it off the wall, dribble, throw it off the wall for hours. And we would always do schooling at church. And so we would be, back then we had a couple empty offices because we didn't have as many staff pastors as we do now. But we'd take over one of the empty ones, do school in there from 9, 10 to like 2 in the afternoon. And the whole time, dribble, throw it off the wall. And I would do it right on Pastor Ryan's wall. So every day, Pastor Ryan would go into work and hear
Oh my gosh.
over
dude.
and over and over again the whole day.
Bro.
And on top of that, my mom would be like, John, stop using the ball. Put the ball down. Focus. She wouldn't yell like that, but she would be pretty.
Yeah, I don't
annoying.
hear your mom doing that.
No, but you would see a different side of her because of how bad I made her
All right.
work for that.
And let's be extremely fair to your mom. She's probably one of the most gracious women,
Patient.
patient women
Yes.
on earth.
On the face of the planet.
Yeah, I found the most creative.
So how did
ways
you
to tick her
do-
off?
How do you do that? Your
To-
mom is not like that.
I just hated school so much that whenever she would put so much time and work into trying to make me learn things, I just would not want to and would not learn them. Comprehension. Remember when we had the shoot and Danelle was trying to help me with the slate, and he was like, "Say da 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 da," and I was like, what? And it took like 5 times to actually spit it out.
Yeah, you did.
Well, that's why I was terrible at that because I hated that. Like reading comprehension, whenever they read the story and they'd have you comprehend it back.
I mean, who wants to read something and actually know what it says?
What? I don't comprehend that.
Fair enough. Continue.
That's the point.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Point proven.
yes. So that was awful. I think I made her upset about that because I would just be like, just saying dumb answers rhetorically because I knew I was going to get them wrong and I just didn't show that I cared.
So that's what you did literally every day?
Maybe not every day, but most days. Yeah. Then I would just not do my homework much. I honestly just don't remember a lot of my homeschool life other than when I made Mom Triggered and how boring it was. And then around high school, I feel like we kind of gave up on the dream a little bit because I remember sleeping up at sleeping until noon every day.
You gave up on the dream?
No.
Yeah, Mom did.
And what was that dream?
To be smart? I don't know.
You're. She's like, there's no way
no
this
hope.
is gonna
There's no
happen.
hope.
This is not.
Well,
gonna
I just
happen.
remember it being so regimented for a while. And then whenever I got into high school, I guess to be fair though, Mom stopped teaching me at 6th or 7th grade. I think 6th grade. She stopped teaching me then.
And is that because at that point you start learning on your own? Is that how that works?
Yeah, that and the material becomes too advanced unless
Yeah.
she was a teacher.
Sure.
Y'all hear some static?
Yeah.
It's his phone. It's too close to the
Oh,
mixer.
sorry.
Yes.
Here, I'll move that. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, that was good. Thanks
No,
for
you're
bringing
good.
that up.
I
Good
just
catch, good
comprehended
catch,
that real
good
fast.
catch.
No, yeah, sure.
But anyways, so yeah, around 6th grade, she stopped teaching me. She was like, "That's it.
I'm
You're
done.
on your own. I'm done." Like,
Yeah.
Let's buy him a camera.
So I was like, I knew that one time that you fell on your head. Like, but anyways,
Yeah.
so
Makes sense.
around high school, middle school, that's when I started doing a co-op every Tuesday.
Okay.
And stop me whenever you get bored because I'm just talking about
so-
this now.
No, keep going because we got questions as it goes. Okay.
Okay.
So tell me what it was like because you were doing obviously school by yourself at that point, up until that point.
Right.
And then how is that going from doing school by yourself to doing school with other kids? What was that transition like?
It's terrible because those other kids were like didn't
you?
know anything.
Like you?
No, not like that. Like kids who like grew up on a farm, churned butter, made their own sweaters, did not know how to talk to people,
Okay.
never talked to people in their life, and I'm the guy who talks to everyone.
Well, and to be because you obviously were raised around a lot of people being involved as a pastor's kid at church.
That's where I got all this.
So so you got to interact and be very social in that way.
Yes, right.
But you were around other kids that had like zero of
Social
that.
skills.
Yeah.
Zero, bro.
Okay, so what was
so bad?
So tell me, explain me, maybe what some of those interactions may
Sure.
have been like.
No names, please.
No,
Yeah, right,
no.
right.
I don't keep up with any of them to this
Oh, really?
day,
Okay,
and
go
no
ahead.
one would watch this.
Okay.
They thought I probably have failed life by now. So, to be fair, though, these kids are super, super smart,
Yeah.
but social skills lacked. Mm-hmm. So, I guess the first couple times I would go, I'd try to mingle with people. And the co-op I was at was pretty small, so there wasn't a lot of options. Basically, Lauren was there. Lauren's cool. Lauren wasn't a part of this group.
Yeah,
but
right,
I only
right.
really knew Lauren, and then there was like other random people. Mm-hmm. And so when all else failed, like I had Lauren at least to chat with, hang out with, laugh with, whatever. I've known Lauren my whole life. Shout out Lauren. The other kids,
She's not watching. Go ahead.
yeah, it's whatever. That one episode I said Tyler. That's funny. Anyway, so
There's the
There's no
callbacks
clue.
that nobody cares
Yeah,
or
okay.
knows about. Yeah.
So,
right.
anyways, I think I'd talk to these kids and I'd try to, mingle, chat, laugh, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just remember them never understanding or like knowing how to talk back. Like you would approach them and they'd be like, yeah, like short answer, simple stuff, whatever, and no connections at all. It was terrible.
My guess is that.
Oh, I had Travis. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
I had Travis. That was my best friend.
do you want to do an inside joke about Travis that nobody will get, or call out to him or something?
Off-white hottie.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Off by. So
I want to ask.
yeah, fair enough. Okay, so what?
I have some funny stories from all. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, no, we'll get to this in a second. Is one of the biggest things that probably bothered you? This is my guess, Paul, is that you tried to be funny a lot during school, and these kids probably just did not think you were funny.
Yeah, that was not really a problem for me because once I understood that they weren't going to laugh, that I was going to laugh, and so I
So
would
that
just.
encouraged
As
you
long
more.
as you laughed, it was all right.
Yeah, so I realized that these kids were going to have no expression or emotion or feelings, and so as I did my funny stuff, I would enjoy to see the reaction to see if I could get them to react more shocked or shook, right?
Yeah, right.
But however, like I said, Travis being there, so me and him being there together made it really fun because
Okay.
we both understood each other's jokes.
You were almost like living out like a real life episode of The Office, pretty much. It's like where you were doing all these outrageous things and everybody's just staring there, just like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, kind of.
yeah. So that's fun. I could see why that would be
Yeah, it was
appealing
pretty
and
fun.
fun.
And
Yeah.
you know, the teachers and stuff were pretty chill. So most times you could get away with a lot of stuff, you know.
Wow.
And then after like a year or two, probably just after a year of kind of joking and stuff, then I got really bored and I started using my phone all the time.
Besides your mom, was there any other teacher that hated you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Way more than my mom.
Really?
Way more than your mom?
Yeah. I had two
And obviously no
people-
names.
No names. No. I had two people that really seriously would actually say, "You're not going anywhere after high school."
If we asked them today, that's what they would have said.
Well, they probably, I don't know if they'd own up to that now, but I have people who would say, yeah, that's what they used to say.
Well, I think they would watch this podcast and be like, I was right.
Yeah. Yep. Called it.
Yep.
No, I had a couple who would straight up like get so annoyed with me and they'd be like, you realize like, if you keep doing this, you're not going anywhere in life. Yeah. What?
What would you say to that?
I don't know, some smart aleck thing back. I didn't care.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So, like, what would happen if you got sent to the principal's office?
Was there a principal's office?
Yeah. So
Oh, there was.
Oh, there was a principal's office.
Yeah. So we know the principal. I won't say her name.
Oh, sure.
But we know the principal, and I would go to the principal office a couple times.
A day.
Honestly,
A day. Yeah.
honestly, I don't think I really went to the principal's office much, but I remember this one time. I was in literature class or some class, and there was only like 6 students in it, so it was very chill.
Yeah.
And as the teacher was like going to the whiteboard to write stuff on there, there was this like box of crayons and markers and pens. And me and Travis were just laughing the whole time, but didn't care about the material at all. Me being the jokester I am, thought it would be hilarious if I just open this box and just dump it on my head. And so I...
That was actually something you thought about.
Yeah, no, I did it. So I opened it up.
Comedy gold.
I opened it up, whoosh, poured them all over my head. And my teacher just looked back like, are you... Go to the principal's office. And I'd be like, okay, whatever. So I took the card, whatever, and I just went to the bathroom. And then I never went to the principal's office.
Dude.
I just came back.
Rebel.
Then the principal later was like, you were supposed to come see me. And I was like, yeah. I just went to the bathroom.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing because for me, I don't know about you, Paul, but for me, like when it came to like authority and stuff, I'd be like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am.
That's me too. I was scared.
No.
Yeah, right.
John didn't care, obviously.
No, John's
Authority, schmorty, what?
Yeah, John's not about that life.
Put that on a t-shirt. Authority schmorty.
Authority, schmorty.
That's gold. Yeah, no, I didn't care. It was a problem at some times, but other times it was just good fun, I think. But
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Now that you've experienced that, one day when you have kids, would you homeschool them?
I'm gonna reap what I sow.
Would you homeschool them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You would homeschool your kids whenever that day comes.
Yeah, I was thankful for homeschooling once I got a car.
Oh, why was that?
Because when I got a car, I had flexibility in my schedule, and I was the only dude who could really do whatever they wanted to do because I didn't have as much work as other people.
So knowing how you turned out, why would you do that?
Wow.
Why would you homeschool your kid? That's what I want to know. Why would you, if you have the opportunity to homeschool,
crazy.
why would you homeschool your kid? What's the reason besides having the flexibility?
So public school is crazy. I just don't. I don't think public school is something I want to have my kids in at this point.
Why is that?
The world's nuts, man.
Yeah, it's anywhere.
Yeah, but it's nuts, dude. I would rather my kids be homeschooled and learn about the world through me instead of my kids go to school and learn it the wrong way and then experience it through the world.
Are you saying in public school is the wrong way?
Yeah.
I want to know what that means, though. What's the wrong way?
So a kid goes to public school.
Yeah.
Let's say
I went to public school, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Paul is feeling personally attacked
No, I'm
right
not.
now.
I'm not. I'm just
no,
kidding.
well,
No, go
you
ahead.
gotta understand. I mean, public school is a totally different thing.
Okay,
back
but go
then.
ahead. Finish.
Okay.
Public school.
No, so yeah, the reason being is like, let's say I took my kid to public school and they found out from Billy Bob Joe what sex was. What's funny?
I'm reading these comments.
It's a great time for you to laugh.
Comments.
Wait, hold on. You just said the word sex. What?
Yeah, I need
Sorry.
you guys to focus because there's content.
Yeah.
Megan, we're going to get to you in a second.
Yeah.
I have to bring that up.
Yeah, we will definitely ask that. in
But
just a
William said this should be a sitcom. Okay, there you go. Thank you, William.
second. Thanks, William. Appreciate that. William's awesome. We
Okay,
love that guy.
But,
John's
but I'm
going
going to get to you, Megan, in a second.
that's a good one.
But keep going.
Yeah. So back to sex.
Back. What?
No.
That's what you
Context.
said.
I said if I had a kid,
Yeah.
put them in public school.
Right.
They went to school, met Bobby Joe Brown, whatever his name is, and he was the one who told my kid about sex. Mm-hmm. And let's say the way he described it was either too much, wrong, or
Which is probably both.
Probably both.
probably
Yeah.
both, right? Mm-hmm. I get it. The world we live in is crazy, and it's always going to be like that. Mm-hmm. You could also go out on the sidewalk and experience the same thing with some random person. That would be even weirder. However, that could happen. So, in my opinion, I think instead of having my kid go and learn about that through Bobby Joe Brown, I'd rather for at least a while, maybe high school, they can go to public school, but for a while, I want to keep my kid homeschooled so that they can learn things that matter and then also learn about sex and things like that in the right context and in the right biblical definition instead of through the world's eyes and just because now, dude, kids are learning about stuff they shouldn't learn about
Yeah.
at like 7.
Okay, but
And
what,
when I tell you kids are exposed to things that they
they
shouldn't
are.
be
Oh,
exposed
they
to,
are. I get it.
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I wanna hear
So my
your
question
retort.
is this:
Yeah.
But what about? Okay, what do you think about Christian school?
Same thing. It's even worse.
It's not worse, but it's the same.
Oh, it's pretty worse.
Because I went.
I mean,
I went to a Christian
yes,
school, so
it's pretty bad.
I went to a public and a Christian school. At one point, they're very similar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just one has a Bible.
It's pretty wild though too when you think about that.
One has a Bible class. That's the only.
That's the difference. One
Yeah.
has chapel and Bible class.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, no. So that's actually an interesting conversation because
is.
obviously my kids are right at that age,
Right.
and I see both sides of the coin, right?
Sure.
Because you definitely also want to have your kids learning and experiencing real world situations that you might not get at a homeschool but in coaching them through. And you're right, there's a lot of influences and kids are super impressionable at that age too.
Yeah, they are. I think the biggest plus to public school is they're socially connected.
Yeah.
And that's where you get your weird friends that were not socially connected.
Well,
I think you have to be around people.
and here's another I would say plus for public school is that you have to learn how to take a stand for Jesus at a much earlier age. And you have to learn who you are in Christ
Oh, yeah.
from a much
yeah.
earlier age and be willing to stand up for what you believe in and for something that you may not experience until later maybe. So I can see both sides
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
And,
I get that too.
Yeah, so that's a very interesting.
I think Megan said something and
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
lost
let's-
it though. She said I think she says she seconds it as a school teacher. She seconds it, right?
Yes, and then
Say William's comment. That's funny.
let's see. We had somebody said William, our boy. He said we had Bible class at Christian school. One of them taught instruments were a sin. Guitar equals straight to hell. Yeah, well,
you serious?
I'm
Wow.
a guitarist, so I'm a goner.
Yeah, you are.
So okay, and
To
Megan,
hell with the devil.
and that's
You're gonna have to edit that. I know I peaked.
no, that's staying in.
No,
So
I-
Megan wants to know, John, why are you scared of dogs? And then we'll kind of wrap up here after you
Oh,
go
okay,
into this.
cool.
Yeah.
So this is perfect because you guys need to tell them what happened before we started the show.
Paul, Paul
Paul's
is
dead.
losing it. Paul is losing it for those listening.
It's the visual of watching him. Literally, he Jackie Chan'd himself across the room.
So here's the situation. John is standing behind the camera. He's getting stuff ready for Paul is losing it. I've never seen him laugh this hard.
Funniest thing ever. Oh, go ahead. I can't even talk.
So John is setting up the camera. And he is very invested in it. He's focused, unlike homeschool. And then Paul's dog. Paul's dog, Tucker?
Humanized.
That was Tanner. Humanized.
Tanner, humanized. We call him, John calls him
He
humanized.
has the most. Look at me, camera. He has the most human pupiled eyes I've ever seen.
I'll
Even
give you.
from
I'll give you a
human.
picture to add on the
A
on the
picture.
video.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't look at the picture. There's something weird about it. Okay, go ahead.
So
Just wanted to note that down.
this dog comes in and he's running, I would say, or at least moving.
Oh, he's barreling.
Yeah, he's moving.
No, dude
And
was
then
hauling. It was
I just-
Tokyo Drift in that corner, bro.
So I see. All I hear is Paul go, "Hey," and then I thought he was like talking to John or something. I look up, and then he is just booking it around the corner. John has this slow motion, like Bruce Lee reaction,
Yeah.
where he just like goes, "Wah!" Or I don't even. What did you didn't obviously go?
No,
"Wah,"
I did
but-
you can check with William on this because this is going to be like real deep jiu-jitsu, martial arts, Krav Maga terms. So you guys probably won't understand. That's okay.
No, I
But
don't.
I pulled a number figure 6, and that is something that one of the great martial artists,
Who?
Kim Jong-un, started. And,
No. No.
Okay.
It's just a no. It's just a no.
Okay. Never mind.
Confucius. Okay.
But it was hilarious to watch you literally.
And
I was freaked out, dude. I didn't know what it was.
But you have a thing with dogs.
okay. So why?
Let's
Why
talk
is
about
that?
the dogs in your life.
How long is this episode?
It's pretty long, but
Yeah.
we're gonna get into
Okay.
this.
Yeah, where are
real
we
quick.
at? How long?
Sorry, everyone.
Oh yeah, we're not bad. We're 41 minutes right now.
We're 40 minutes. All right, we'll wrap it up. So, John, so just real quick, just walk the people through
Your experience.
Yeah, why dogs? What's up?
So I've been bitten 5 times by dogs.
What kind of dogs were
That's
they that
not
bit you?
true. Is it really?
No, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
We had a conversation about it. Dogs bite him.
Dogs be biting, bro.
because he's allergic to
biting.
hyperallergy.
Yeah, I'm allergic to dogs and scared of them. Some of them. Well, I guess today kind of proved all of them because Paul's dog's rather small. But yeah, so ever since I was a kid, never got along with dogs. Dogs always chased me, scared me, bit me, the whole shebang. So dogs, not my friend.
Yeah, I mean, like you literally told me a story, I think a couple weeks ago, where you were just loading something up in the car, and
Oh,
neighbor's
bro.
dog just came after
Charged
you.
at you.
Dude,
what kind of
when I
dog was
tell-
that? Was that a big dog?
I don't know. It's big dog. Yeah, big dog.
Big dog. He was about this tall.
No, this is a big dog. I mean, have you Chihuahua? I think is the term. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
dude, yeah.
No. So
Yeah.
this is a big dog. Big dog.
Big dog.
And I was carrying all my camera stuff. So like I got to be careful with it. But when I tell you I was standing up my trunk trying to get into my driver's seat and that dog was you know the feet when they run fast. I was like, "Frick no." So I literally transported from my trunk and just fade transition right into the front seat of my car.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how I got into it, but I literally just remember like acrobating underneath the steering wheel, sit there, close the door,
Dude,
like that.
it's honestly like it's like a horror movie.
Right.
Like I've never
For
heard,
you, it's a horrible. Five times I've
Yeah.
bitten by a dog. I
Yeah.
don't understand that.
I've never heard.
I've never been
this-
bitten by a dog before.
I've never heard this happen to anybody. Ever.
No one.
Okay, comment if you want to see us make a mock horror movie of me being chased by dogs.
And we got to use Tanner.
We have to use Tanner too. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Tanner's what, this tall off the table, Paul?
Yes,
I
he's
mean,
not that tall.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, yeah.
he's-
Yeah, but his eyes though, it's really the
Oh,
eyes.
that's a horror movie. Looking those eyes.
But I mean, you have been bit by more dogs. It's almost like that's a lottery chance. I mean, you figure it's like 1 in a million that you can. You should probably play the lottery because
The lottery tickets, my friend, cost pain.
5 dogs.
5.
5 different dogs?
4 different dogs.
Okay.
But still.
two same one.
But still, 4 different dogs
Yeah.
found
and
you.
I was attacked by a cat when I was a kid too.
What is it with you and animals?
Dude.
We don't mix.
Yeah. facts.
Obviously.
All right.
And I had 2 pet frogs, and one of them ate the other one.
Dude, you need to stay away from animals.
Yeah, let's leave animals out of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I quit Mission Media. I'm gonna go work at a zoo. See you guys.
All right, well, guys, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us today. We had a lot of fun. Everybody joining
There's still
us
questions,
on
but we'll
Instagram.
answer them later.
Oh, are they?
There's questions. Yes.
Well,
We can answer the seed oils real quick.
All right,
we
yeah.
got time.
Are you-
I'm gonna make it very fast.
okay, make it very fast.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Megan said, what's your thought on seed oils?
I mean, they're bussing. All right, let's wrap up the show.
Are you ready to wrap it up?
we answered
wrap
it.
it
You ready to
up.
wrap?
That's my answer.
Here we go.
John?
My name is Dogs. Oh, I was reading William's comment. My name is Dogs. I bark a lot. Thank you guys for tuning in to Mission Media Podcast. We love you guys. We hope that you can go out and be mission men and women. Have a great rest of your day. We hope to see you on the next one. And yeah, that's about all, folks. The end. I was hoping it would end right on the end. The end.
The end.
Thank you.